Kitivate. We've spent a lot of time talking about how creativity is a team sport. When kids work together and they share each other's ideas, they're able to stimulate new thinking, come up with awesome out-of-the-box ideas, and really support creative development. This week, kids from all over the world head to Ames, Iowa to compete in the Odyssey of the Mind World Finals. Odyssey of the Mind is an organization that supports creative thinking in a team sport atmosphere. Kids form teams across the world, and they spend the entire school year working together to solve long-term problems proposed by the Odyssey of the Mind organization. These problems force kids to think outside of the box, to connect and collaborate, and to come up with solutions to the problems, keeping in mind the kinds of scoring and budget limitations they're faced with. These performances are unbelievable, and we can't wait to share some of what we see at Odyssey of the Mind World Finals later this week. But for now, we want to give you a taste of part of the Odyssey experience. Kids not only perform in long-term problem solutions, but they also participate in spontaneous creative challenges. These are problems that the kids encounter in the moment with a group of judges. They have to come up with a response in a matter of minutes with very limited materials, sometimes none at all. There are two kinds of spontaneous problems. Hands-on challenges offer kids an opportunity to solve problems using materials. There's usually a set of rules and guidelines and scoring parameters. For example, they might be building a tower, and the points are earned from the creativity of their solution and the height of the tower. So it's very important that the kids listen carefully to the set of rules and the scoring parameters to ensure they're as competitive as possible in their solution. Another kind of spontaneous challenge is a verbal challenge, where the kids are presented with a verbal prompt and they have to come up with creative solutions in a limited amount of time. We're going to give you a chance to compete on a verbal problem today. So as we've explored with Kitivate, sometimes a way to encourage creativity is to open people's minds and to think about limitless possibilities, where we say literally there's no wrong answer. But today our focus is different. We set the rules and create parameters to encourage you to focus your creativity on coming up with a solution that meets those requirements, but also comes up with new ideas and innovative thinking. So we're going to practice this skill today. This is what kids across the country will do when they head to OM World Finals in Ames, Iowa this week. Are you ready for our challenge? You don't need anything at all. We just want you to listen to the prompt. Then you have 1 minute to think and generate as many responses as possible, and 3 minutes to respond. Your judge is your teacher, your parent, whoever you assign that role. Points are scored, 1 point for an expected or typical response, and 5 points for a creative or humorous response. It's up to the discretion of the judge to qualify your responses as either typical or creative and humorous. Are you ready for your challenge? This is an example from the Odyssey of the Mind website. You can find lots of examples if you do a Google search, but here's a great one to get started with. You'll have 1 minute to think and 3 minutes to respond. You will sit in a circle and kids will respond one at a time in sequence. There's no skipping turns and no repeating responses. If one kid is stuck, the whole group is stuck. So keep those ideas flowing. We challenge you during your minute of think time to come up with 5 responses so you're ready to go. All right, we're going to show you an image. And this image comes from the planet of Twinkle. Your challenge is to tell us, what is this item, or what does it do? Remember, this item is from the planet of Twinkle. Tell us, what is this item, or what does it do? You have 1 minute to think and 3 minutes to provide as many responses as possible. The goal here is for creativity and humor. Have your judge tabulate your score and share back with us. We want to know how you did. Come back later and try another challenge with us soon. And don't forget to check out what's going on with Odyssey of the Mind in your neck of the woods. Is there a team looking for new members? Does your school already have a team that you might join? Odyssey of the Mind is an awesome opportunity for you to explore and develop your creative thinking skills in a team sport environment where working together to find new and creative solutions is always the goal. Thanks so much. Check back on our channel soon.